Okay. Hello friends. Today we are discussing about procurement process. I'm going to explain what is procurement process and what are the steps involved in the procurement process. So what is procurement? Procurement is the process of obtaining goods or services typically for business purpose. So procurement is a obtaining or purchasing goods or services for a business purpose. Procurement is core business function. When managed efficiently and done well, it can help increase business profitability. So, procurement is it is a business functionality for all organizations. When they managed efficiently and done well, it can help increasing their business profitability. Procurement spending is direct visibility on company profit and savings. So that is why procurement is very crucial role in every organization. The goal of procurement process is to secure the best value on behalf of organization, decreasing spending while ensuring timely delivery of quality goods and services. Okay, this is procurement process. Now we discuss about the steps involved in procurement process. If I say steps, uh, what activities involved in procurement process? Okay, I'll go to next slide. So first, when we say procurement process, first we have to talk about sourcing. Sourcing also one of the submodule in procurement. Sourcing is mainly defined as finding a supplier for business. Okay, so now uh, we'll 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 check what are the steps involved in sourcing. Okay, first step is identify need. In every organization, they have to identify what the requirements, what services they need or what goods are they needed, and when the goods or services needed, and how much quantity they needed. Like these details, they have to identify. Once they identify the requirements, then they go for suppliers. They have to do research for suppliers. What supplier supply their product or their required service. So we have to research all the suppliers, then create a supplier list. After researching the suppliers, then we have to create a list. Like you have to prepare one list and then send request for quotation to the all listed suppliers. Request for quotation is nothing but we are asking material price and material terms and all, whatever material related information of the supplier or service information. So we ask suppliers to send a quotations for the materials. Once we receive quotations from the supplier, then we evaluate supplier quotes. Which supplier has given best quote, or which supplier has like a promising promising material quality and all. So we have to evaluate all the material quotes, and then we identify some suppliers, or we identify one supplier, like that. From the quotes we can list the qualified suppliers. After that, we negotiate contracts. Contract mean agreement between supplier and the company. Agreement mainly describes like terms, uh, delivery terms, pricing terms, and like different terms we can be discussed in the agreement contracts. After negotiating the contract, we ask supplier to send a sample product. I mean, this step is not required for all companies, but some companies follows this process also. They ask sample product from supplier, and they do quality check on the sample product. If everything looks okay, then they analyze KPIs and the margins of the company. They analyze. What are the risks? What are the margins we can get? What are the profits? So this is also optional step, but some companies will do this: analyze KPIs and margins. After this, they build a supplier relationship. So this is done. We have identified a supplier. From all these steps, we have identified the supplier who supplies required material or service for us. So this is sourcing part. Now we can go to purchasing part. Once we identify supplier, we can make it as a we create a supplier in the system. We maintain the supplier master data in the system with all the terms and all and everything, material pricing terms, everything. We create a supplier master record in your in, any ERP system or any system. After that, in the organization, every employee has whoever needs material, goods or services, they can raise a requisition, that is called purchase requisition. So purchase requisition mainly creates by employees or users in the company. It's not a purchasing departments are purchasing department also can create, but mostly employees can create a purchase requisitions and send to purchasing department. Purchasing department, every company will have a purchasing department, purchasing or procurement department. So procurement department receive all purchase requisitions from employees or users in the company. So they receive all the requisition, they analyze the requisitions. For example, same material required for multiple employees. Same material or same service requested from multiple purchase requisitions. So for those requisitions, purchasing department collects those details, and if it is a same service or same material, they create a one purchase order for all the related materials and send to one supplier. That way, they will make discounts or material. I mean, they'll they usually get discounts if we send a lot of materials in the purchase order. Okay, purchasing department creates a purchase order. After they evaluated purchase requisition, they create a purchase order. After that, once purchase order is created, whoever creates the purchase requisition, they will receive goods or service from the supplier. When the employee receive the goods or service, he creates the goods receipt. That means he received the goods or service, he creates goods receipt for the purchase order. Once he create the goods receipt, purchasing department will do invoice verification. Will do invoice verification and then process payment to supplier. These are the steps involved in purchasing. Some companies follows when they receive a goods from supplier, they do quality inspection on the goods. This is optional step, but some companies will follow. Uh, this is uh, this is purchasing process in most of the organizations. After process payments, that goods they'll send to production, or if it is a service, they consume the service. If it is a raw material, they'll send to production for making a product. Here we have to discuss uh, three things: what goods or services we procure from suppliers. There are two types of materials here, two types of goods. One is direct materials, direct goods, and another one is indirect materials, and another one is services. What is direct material, indirect material, or service? Direct material is the material which is used in production for making a product, that is called direct material. What is indirect material? Indirect material is a material which is not used for making a product, which can be like any office supplies, any like any material which can be used indirectly for production, like machine, like some uh, paper. These things comes under indirect materials. What is service? Service is required. Service is like it's not a material or product, which is a service. For example, like cleaning the office or paint the walls. These kind of services also they can procure from suppliers. These are the main components we can discuss in procurement process. Okay, I think this is enough for procurement process. So different, I mean, terms may be different, but this is the same process for every organization. Whoever uses purchasing procurement process, they follow these steps. Okay, yeah, I think this is enough. Thank you for yeah. It's time now. Time up. Thank you for attending. Thanks. Bye.